happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. I'm Maria Milagros, and this is Wisdom Wednesday, wisdom with a Z, a little space I like to carve out to share tips, tools, techniques, anecdotes, stories, all the good, to help us be intentional about moving the needle to get us to a place of healthier and happier, whatever that means for today in this moment in our lives. Boom. So today I want to talk about boundaries. I think this is going to be a little series, but today specifically I want to talk about the power of no. No is in fact a complete sentence, and a lot of people feel as though when you say no, you need to follow it up with something. And there is a way to say no, very stern, without yelling and, the eye contact and the whole bit, that really kind of shuts it all down. And it kind of goes like this. No. And if they say, but why didn't, no. But you didn't know. No. I don't have room for that. I don't want to talk about that. No. Not no because this came up and that thing, and no because we don't have to explain ourselves. We don't have to justify. We don't have to quantify or qualify. No is a complete sentence. Now, we should be using the word no when we have created a boundary, even if that boundary is 1 minute old. We should be using the word no to create and to solidify a boundary that we have created, because people are not mind readers. They do not know that we have these boundaries. And if it's a new boundary in a particular relationship or dynamic, it is really important to say no and to mean it. I have an 18-month-old niece, and she does this thing where she squeezes her fingers together and pushes it out in front of her face, and she goes, stop it, stop, right? And I love it because she's very clear about her boundaries at 18 months. If you mention something that she doesn't want to talk about, or you bring up something that she'll turn and say, stop it, right? And I watched her the other day and thought, oh, if we could just get better at setting boundaries like that, God, our life would be so much more peaceful. We would have so much more confidence, so much more fulfillment. A lot of times we feel guilty about setting boundaries because we have been trained and taught to believe that we have to appease other people in order for us to be valid enough, good enough, worthy enough, whatever enough, right? It is our jobs to appease other people. We put ourselves on the back burner and put everybody else first, and then we might be deserving and worthy of fill in the blank. And the reality is that when we set healthy boundaries for ourselves first, and we create and cultivate and protect those perimeters, we are actually creating safe spaces for ourselves and giving permission to other people to do the same. Stop it. No. Recently, I ran into a woman that I haven't seen in forever. And by forever, I mean maybe 4 or 5 years, if not more. Oh my gosh, I think it was more, maybe more. And she doesn't know me. I don't know her. And she came up to me and said, how are you? And I said, I'm fantastic. How are you? And she says, oh, good. Oh, I heard about no. That's literally what I did, because I've decided to really reinforce the boundary of I'm not gossiping. I don't even want to hear the drama. I don't even want to hear it. There's enough on my plate. I don't want this too. And we are not friends like that. We're not friends where we catch up with each other and oh my gosh, how are you doing with this situation or that situation? Or how's your family? Or how's your whatever? We're not that. And yet we have been trained to believe that if someone else asks a question, they deserve an answer just because they asked. No. Oh, I heard that. No. And she looked so confused and said, wait, what? I said, no, whatever it is that's coming out of that rest of that sentence, I'm not willing to participate in or talk about. No, we don't know each other. I said to her, we don't know each other like that. So no. If whatever that topic is involves another person and you're truly concerned, go find that person and ask them how you can best support them. This is not happening. No. Have a nice day. And she was so confused. And I felt so good. I felt so good because sometimes I let people go there and say, oh, I heard about this person. And I'm like, that's unfortunate. You should pray for them or reach out to them or support them, but just being able to kind of create that boundary and really cut it off before it even started. Standing in my power. I'm honoring my boundaries. I'm aligning what I said to be true about myself and who I want to become in terms of not gossiping and operating from a place of love. And it just felt so good. So I wanted to share that in case there's someone in your life that you need to be like, no, or stop it, right? We get to decide. My suggestion for this next week is to really give yourself an opportunity, permission to practice the no. It is a beautiful way to start cultivating a boundary in a small way that also feels rewarding. And if you feel guilty, just remind yourself that that guilt probably comes from a place of breaking your old programming, destroying and dismantling the status quo of appeasing everyone else first before you take care of yourself. And it is essential that you take care of yourself first so that you can give from a place of overflow and not from a place of depletion. Boom. Now, and that's all I have for today. And I'm sending you love and light and permission to set boundaries. And when you say no to the drama of someone else, you're saying yes to your own core values and beliefs about who you want to become, who you are. That's power, right? So good. Okay, that's all I have for you. Sending you love and light, sending you love and light. Take it or not. You could be like, no, stop it. Boundaries, right? You decide. But I'm sending it anyways. Peace.